So we found out what Parabellum actually meant, which, oh, 1 second. There we go. I forgot. It was automatic. Yeah, we found out what Parabellum meant, which is stupid because if I've honestly just looked up, I think, Latin or one of the, whatever language that was, I would have been able to find out.
Wait, you didn't know it was Latin?
No, I assumed it was Latin.
Oh.
But it means go to war. So it's actually, the title of the movie is not John Wick Parabellum. It's John Wick Chapter 3, Go to War.
Well, that's John Wick Parabellum.
Parabellum sounds a little better. We were discussing a little bit outside the car. I think I like the second one a little bit better because there's a few things in the movie that, I don't know, I was a little disappointed with.
I really enjoyed this one just because I think they went more balls to the wall with all of the action.
Well, because it's the third one in the series, now you're like, okay, let's just amp it up. And the directors even said that, look, what's difficult about each one has been difficult in its own way. And when we get to the fourth one, which doesn't confirm they're making a fourth one, but they're probably going to make a fourth one.
In the fourth one, John Wick is going to burn people alive, and we're going to watch them burn for the whole 10 minutes.
Yeah. Look. The shit they got away with in this movie earned that R rating hard. There was a couple of scenes you actually had to turn away from.
Yeah.
One involving a toe and one involving an eye. That's all I'll say on that. But just from the first action sequence we got in the movie, we knew that they were not skimping on the rating.
Oh, no.
The first sequence takes place in the library, fights this giant fuck-off Russian guy. And just beats his ass with a book.
He takes a book, shoves it into the guy's jaw,
Smash.
hammers it in there,
and you
dislocates the guy's jaw, then places the guy's head
on
over the book,
and then just
hits really hard,
breaks his neck, and just and then
he puts
the book back. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what this does, I think, better than the other two, because it is the third one, is that it really kind of gives you the payoff on a lot of the built-up action that's been coming so far. We get a lot of the returning characters, like Lawrence Fishburne's character, obviously Ian McShane's the head of the Continental. Hell, the Concierge even gets a little action in there a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Concierge. He's great. I love the scene. We'll do a little spoilers here and there. That action sequence you actually see in the trailer where they're invading the Continental is actually basically the climax of the movie. So, and they apparently actually armor plated the men, which is interesting.
They gave them some heavy duty.
Yeah, like the normal rounds that John was shooting with hurt them and put them down, but it didn't kill them. In fact, it didn't even pierce them. It just kind of...
Well, it did what Bulletproof Vest would basically
except
do,
you actually saw sparks coming off it.
I think that was more for just effect to show that they were hanging them. Because what that usually does is you're still feeling the force of the bullet, but not all of it. So it's more like you're being punched really hard, but it's not necessarily going to break through the skin.
But what I loved about that scene was, you see, because you have Winston just sitting there with the dog, just drinking. I'm thinking he's drinking cognac, probably, or something like that, brandy or something. Yeah. He's just sitting there waiting, and then they come back in. It's like, we need more firepower, and you even see the Concierge. He looks honestly pissed, like that didn't work. It's like, okay, deer slugs, armor piercing. This should work, and they just pulled out these shotgun shells.
Oh no, they were steel slugs.
Oh, they were steel slugs. Oh shit!
No, deer shot is the ones that,
or deer slug.
Buckshot.
Buckshot
is the one with the BBs.
But
they were firing.
They were just firing slugs. Yeah, they were firing slugs. Yeah,
which is fucked up.
Yeah. It's like stopping power, you bet your ass stopping power.
There is some awesome gun porn in this movie.
Oh, if you are a gun enthusiast, you're going to have a chubby throughout the entire movie. We get the Halle Berry character. I really liked her character a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And the dogs didn't die, which I was really happy about.
Yeah.
The dogs were also trained to go for your crotch, so that was a joy to watch in every scene.
Yeah.
It's like...
a whole fight scene of dogs running around.
I could see a spin-off with her character, honestly. That'd be like, if they did like because they're talking about doing a Continental TV series, and John Wick.
For the love of God, have it on a streaming service or have it on HBO.
Oh yeah, it would have to.
Where you can get away with all this shit.
And even Keanu Reeves would be making occasional appearances.
Granted, here's the thing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Is most TV stations, you can get away with fucked up violence.
Yeah, just can't do sex,
but you can't do any sexual stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe it could work on something else.
Maybe. It would be on a streaming service, probably. I think they were talking about doing it on, like, Stars or something. But, I don't know. But she's actually the head of the Continental in Morocco, so, which is interesting. So we could actually see her show up in a Continental series, or just like to see the mission that her and John went to save her daughter that we found out. Because the reason she helps him is because she actually also has a marker with him. He helped her, because that was one of the things in the second one they introduced was the blood marker. You do a favor and then you owe someone a favor by blood. You need to owe them. So they expanded a bit more in the lore. Two things that we were a little disappointed in, that adjunctor, I can't remember the term. Adjudicator, thank you. She didn't get a bullet in her head, but I understand why she didn't, because
I'm trying to remember what adjudicator means.
She was like a representative of the high table.
It's another Latin term.
Yeah, but I understand why she didn't die. Would have liked to have seen her die, because she's annoying in the right way. You want to not like her, and you don't like her. So when things aren't working out in her favor, you're very pleased with yourself. But also, they introduced something that, when they talked about the high table in the second one, I was wondering about. I'm like, is there that one guy above the high table? And there is. We find out about that. When we end up meeting him, it is kind of just a little disappointing.
I think maybe it's an inherited position.
Maybe, or something. Granted, he's either the head of the high table or he's someone who just exists beyond the table.
It does very much make sense. His whole shtick makes sense to me.
Yeah.
He lives in the desert. He's obviously a nomad, moving around everywhere. Mm-hmm. And he's probably like part of the original line of assassins.
Or wherever it all.
So basically following like the original Assassin's Creed game.
Something like that. But
like, this is a combination of Assassin's Creed and freaking Hitman.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, this is the perfect video game movie combination of those two. But, when they called him the Elder, I'm like, he couldn't have been, like, in his 60s or something? Have a little gray there? Or, I don't know. But, I mean, none of the dogs died. His dog didn't die again, which I was really happy about. Yeah, I was like, yay. We still didn't figure out who played the main assassin who's like a fanboy of John Wick.
I'll have to look it
up.
I swear I've seen him.
He was really cool.
Honestly, I want to say I've seen him in like a more comedic role.
Possible. But he's like, his whole group are like almost like ninja, but then John actually ghosts the ninja, and he's just like, oh, that was a good trick.
I'm just reminded of, what was it? One of the Batman movies where Catwoman disappears. He turns around and he's
that's
like,
what that feels like.
Yeah.
That was The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, there's not much to say. The action is what you want and expect, and that much more. I didn't like it when he went to go see the doctor to get the stitches in because he was hurt. And he's like, they'll know I helped you. Look, just get right here, right below my floating rib. Boom, and just gets right in the spot. Oh, wait, that's not going to be enough. Just don't graze my collar. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, because he's John Wick. He can nail that shot in an instant. We both agree. I mean, I'm more okay with it because it's just set up for the next film. The ending. So the first John Wick ended in a way that if they didn't make another one, it ended on a good note. The second one definitely ends on a cliffhanger where he's got an hour before he gets.
Well, a little bit of a cliffhanger, but it's
a setup. It's a setup for the next movie.
Well, that's the thing is, it also is the kind of cliffhanger where if they ended it there, it would work.
It could work too.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
You would sit there and you'd be like, well, I would kind of like.
Yeah, like if they never made another movie, would have been like, okay, it works, but they're clearly setting up for something more. This one
is a hard.
This is a hard cliffhanger, and I like it, but
Also, the fact that what one of them said at one point is, it makes it seem like all of the John Wick movies have happened over a week.
Yeah, and for only a couple weeks. She said a couple weeks. Because the first one took place only over the span of like a couple days, like 2 or 3 days. The second one, there's no real indication what the time length between, because the second one picks up only a couple hours after the first one. There's no indication how long that one takes, because he goes overseas in that one. So we don't have a good idea of time. So makes sense. It could have been a couple weeks. And then this one picks up literally an hour after, not even an hour after the first one or second one.
Yeah.
So it could make sense it was only a couple weeks. What just surprised me is just how many fucking assassins exist in this world.
This one we know takes place over 7 days.
Yes, takes place over 7 days, and it picks up about less than an hour, not even an hour, like only a couple minutes after the second one, because he had like an hour left.
It takes place long enough for it to no longer, like the sun has set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because where the last one left off, the sun was setting.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's dark out.
Yeah.
And he has about half an hour or so.
Yeah, something like that. But it boggles my mind to how many assassins just in New York alone. Like this world.
Well, to be fair,
it's like every other person
keep shipping in
more and more people.
The fact that they're using the Continental as a hotel, and it's New York. So there are some big airports around. You have people coming in from all over the world.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
I swear.
At the end, they're all like, fuck this. We're checking out.
Yeah. It's like, basically, the Continental, temporarily anyway, gets shut down. So all services for everyone were, that's why they invaded the Continental. It's like, yeah, Winston, you helped John Wick. You got a week. Otherwise, and then.
Yeah, we stepped down.
And, Lawrence Fishburne's character also had a week. He didn't get so lucky, though.
Well, he basically told them, yeah, no, fuck off.
No, I am the Bowery King. Fuck you. And then 7 cuts, and I assume they thought they killed him.
Or they just left him there to die.
Bleed out, because he was bleeding out. But no, it's like, no, he's still alive. It's like, you better cut quick if you're going to cut the king. So
no, it's a specific term. Not cut quick. But, like, I think it essentially means, like, you need cut deep enough.
If you're going to kill me, you better kill me the first time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, the idea that this many assassins exist in the world is quite amusing to me.
Oh, yeah. No, this essentially feels like the kind of world where people accept, oh, assassins are a thing.
I'm wondering how...
We don't really pay attention to them.
I'm wondering exactly how many Continentals exist in the world. Because theoretically, if they make a series...
Each country has at least one.
Yeah, because each series, if they do the series, theoretically, each episode could be a different Continental, which could really expand the world. I mean, we saw a Moroccan Continental. That's the one he goes to in this one. There's obviously the New York one, and there's one in Rome. So I'm going to assume like London easily, like all the major cities, major countries probably have one. So like London's probably got one.
Well,
Tokyo's
it's also
got
depending
one,
on the size of the country, they possibly have multiple.
Maybe.
Like I have to assume that there is
probably a couple
West
in the US.
Coast Continental.
Like the LA Confidential.
Yes, the LA Confidential.
LA Confidential. John Wick and LA Confidential.
The manager is fucking Kevin Spacey.
I want to see the Alaskan Continental.
It's just a shed.
No, it's just an igloo. That's all it is. It's just a big old igloo.
Sarah Palin lives there.
Oh, right there now. Don't you know? Oh, you checking into the Continental there?
You violated the rules of Continental, don't you know?
Which is weird. It's like you're Alaskan, but you sound Milwaukee.
Right.
Yeah, so... Yeah,
what would be your rating?
I've kind of stopped just doing that, because... Yeah. I mean,
I kind of realized we hadn't done that.
Yeah, no, more or less it's just a matter of, do I recommend it? Do I think it's really good? Yeah. If you like the other two John Wicks, you will like this. Yeah. If you want just a balls-to-the-wall action movie,
I would say
this.
Go see it. There are a couple moments where you're going to cringe. Oh. But yeah.
That kind of comes par for the course with these movies, but they kind of upped it in this one.
Because I can't remember cringing in the other two.
I'm trying to think. if there was like any groin shots that were serious. Like John stabbed a couple people in the groin in the second one, which is always... I don't know. I'm all wondering, like, in the first one, he punched a knife into a guy's throat, so that was a little... But that was back then.
That's not enough for me to cringe over, though.
You can go, damn. But
someone's eye taken out and
toenail ripped off.
Toenail thing. Yeah, that I'm more...
Or a guy having or like the guy the guy in the fight where basically his hand nerve was severed in his hand, so he couldn't even use it.
Meh.
I don't know. Anyway, you missed the first two trailers. It was Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and the Furious one with The Rock and Jason Statham. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing Jason Statham in a John Wick movie. I think he could fit well in that universe. Think about it. It's just kind of like the transporter character.
Man. It's Jason Statham's.
Jason Statham.
And John Wick.
That's you
ruin your day.
When he said that, like, it's basically John Wick fucks up your day. I'm like, I immediately thought that Jason Statham in the movie Safe. It's like Jason Statham fucks up your day. Jason Statham eats a sandwich made of Jason Statham's. The Joker trailer, we got that. So have you always?
Is it a new one?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Star Wars trailer, you walked in on that one.
Yeah.
I'm obviously looking forward to it. I want to see a full trailer. Men in Black International, we had a brief talk about that. Like, the character that Tessa Thompson's playing, I don't know. I get, you made a valid point that she found them, and therefore that means she's pretty skilled. I mean, does it like qualify her, though, to work for them? Not necessarily.
Here's the idea in my mind. It's kind of like you get an awesome enough hacker who hacks into the CIA and just leaves like a little flag or name there, is like, hi, I was here. And the CIA goes, yeah, we actually need someone of your skill level. So guess what? If you can hack into us, you can hack into, say, Russian servers. You have a job now.
I get it. It's kind of a different thing when you're talking about policing aliens on Earth. I don't know.
Well, it shows that she's investigating.
And that's true. I'll give you that. I guess it's just...
The show may also go over...
The movie?
Well, the movie may also go over, like, oh, well, she has, like, a military or a police
maybe,
background.
or I have a feeling what part of the movie is going to be is that she realizes that this is not quite what I was expecting, and I'm going to be a little in over my head for a time, and then I'm going to, get into stride and stuff like that. A new kind of soldier kind of thing. Stuber, the one with Dave Bautista, where he gets in the Uber. I think it looks kind of funny. Of course, you make the question, why is he getting into Uber? I'm pretty certain they're going to explain that in the movie.
It also reminded me of, like, a more serious version of the Queen Latifah movie. Oh, yeah,
Taxi.
From a while back.
Yeah, with her and, what was it?
I can't remember.
It was the guy from American Pie.
Stifler?
No, the dad. Not John.
No, he wasn't the cop.
No, he wasn't the cop. He was the taxi driver, I believe.
No, Queen Latifah was the taxi.
Queen Latifah was the taxi driver? Who was the cop?
I don't remember. I think it was some, like, younger comedian dude.
I could have swore it was that guy whose name I'm forgetting.
That might be a whole nother movie.
Maybe. Because I remember they were in a movie together. Yeah. Anna, look, if it wasn't that quick,
it looks kind of cool.
It looks fun. Like, the action sequence we get in the trailer is pretty fucking kick-ass, but look, if you're gonna do these movies, try to have something unique to it, and there's just...
Well, to be fair, they might, but what we're seeing is just the trailer.
True. The trailer honestly just makes it look like Atomic Blonde all over again, just with slight variations. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then Angel Has Fallen, which is the third installment in the Olympus Has Fallen series.
Meh.
I like Gerard Butler. Get in there. I like Gerard Butler a lot, so
yeah.
He kind of gets stuck with some crap roles, doesn't he?
I mean, it's the kind of movie where
crap movies, I should say.
I should like it and everything, and I should be into it, but
going with the Anna thing. It's just something that's been done over and over again.
No, because
no. One second. There we go.
My issue is more the fact that I like that genre of movie, and sometimes I'm really in the mood. Like, I'll go and watch all the old fucking Tom Clancy movies. Like, I forget the name, but it follows...
The Jack Ryans?
Yeah. I'll watch the old Jack Ryans with first Harrison Ford and then Ben Affleck. I enjoy those.
Did you see the Chris Pine one?
I don't think so.
I didn't either, but...
I enjoyed this.
I heard it was okay.
But with this, I get the impression they took the general idea of that and then went, well, there's not enough action to keep people interested. It's like, dude, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking for more of like, almost, like I want some awesome action there, but I want a bit more of a procedural.
The drone thing, though, was kind of cool.
Yeah. But that's the thing is, I want it to be more Tom Clancy procedural.
Yeah.
Than necessarily like balls to the wall action.
I hear what you're saying. But no, that's our thoughts on John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Go see it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you got something you want us to do a video on, put in the comments below. You know the drill at this point,
and
folks.
Don't forget to ding that bell.
Ding that bell. You want notifications.
Also, I'm trying to do some background stuff for the channel. At some point in time, it may pop up as a test.
Like a live stream or something?
Yeah, I'm going to see about maybe live streaming a game.
All right.
And if I can do that, I'll have to poke around with it a bit more because I'm not used to kind of running a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole streaming and super chat and everything else like that
God, dude.
is a bit new for me.
Yeah, hey,
so
at least you're
poke around.
Yeah, you at least got like some comprehension of what you're doing. I wouldn't know how to work that, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Trying to think what else I got planned. I am seeing that because basically when there's at least 3 movies coming out or 2 movies, I like to at least catch 2 of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the other 2 options were A Dog's Journey, which can suck my dick, or The Sun Is Also a Star. I'm going to go subject myself to that. That's the one where the guy says he can convince the girl to fall in love with him in 1 hour. It's based on... It was the... yeah, you remember it now, right?
Yes. It was dumb.
No, here's the thing. I'm not looking forward to it, but at the same time I am, because just from the trailer, I've been able to rip into like 5 to 6 plot holes already. And I'm actually looking forward to ripping into this.
I expect that there's going to be something mildly creepy in that.
Oh!
Where you're sitting there, you're like, look, I know they're trying to make this endearing, but that right there is essentially date rape.
Just at the same time, like, when he's looking at her, when he's singing, I'm like, you have the eyes of a man who will not say no.
You have the eyes of a man who's wondering, how soft is her skin?
Next week's Aladdin, so keep your eyes up for Aladdin review next week. Plus Brightburn and that Booksmart comedy. So, yeah, those will be on the list for next week. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, folks.